Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about yellow or brown leaves on orchids. The causes can be many and I have tried to include the commonest ones with examples in this video. So by the end we will at least be able to tell whether the yellow leaf is normal or not and whether we should treat or intervene or leave the leaf as it is and let Mother Nature take its due course. So let's get started. Let's begin with this Phalaenopsis orchid here. As you can see, two of its bottom leaves are yellowing. The plant overall looks healthy. The top leaves are fleshy and firm. Please excuse the white stuff on the leaves. It is actually diatomaceous earth that I use regularly on my orchids. So the leaves are healthy, the roots are healthy. The yellowing in this case is pretty normal. In orchids like Phalaenopsis, after a certain time, it is normal for the bottom leaves to turn yellow and fall. And in fact, most of the phals, they keep shedding their bottom leaves and they don't have more than 4 to 6 leaves at max at a given point of time. This is completely natural. Old leaves fall and new leaves grow. The same is the case in this Dendrobium as well. Overall health of this plant is good. The yellow leaf falls on touching. It's pretty normal, nothing to worry. In fact, in Dendrobiums or other orchids with pseudobulbs, the leaves on the older pseudobulbs, or the older canes, they fall off, leaving behind the bare cane. This is because the plant simply no longer needs the leaves. So don't panic if some leaves from your Dendrobium older canes turn yellow and fall, or if the bottom leaves of your Phalaenopsis are falling. If it's uniformly yellow, it's not patchy, and the yellowing is starting from the tip, then no need to worry. But if the yellowing it starts from the base of the leaf, then it might be a cause of concern. Or if the yellowing is patchy, then it might also be a cause of concern. Another pretty normal thing to happen is that in case of soft cane or nobile type of dendrobiums which are deciduous in nature, it is okay for all the leaves, almost all the leaves on the canes to turn yellow and shed off completely in the winter, and only the bare canes will remain which will flower during the spring. So no need to worry if the leaves on your nobile type of dendrobiums they start turning yellow and fall off seasonally. That is normal. Then coming to some other mechanical causes why that cause yellowing of leaves, one might be trauma. With some thunderstorm last month, this pot had toppled down the shelf and few leaves had broken. This leaf was attached just by a tiny thread of a tissue from the pseudobulb, and in due course it started yellowing and now it has turned brown and just fallen off. The other leaf is also yellow. The underside of the leaf is okay, the root system is okay, and here is a new growth, so I won't worry much. It definitely needs repotting sometime in near future, but not now. Coming to repotting can also send the orchid to shock for initial first few days. Remember my orchid Kokedama from my last video? See, some leaves over here have started turning yellow, but that's fine. I will be patient in this case and will give the orchid some time to get adjusted to this new setup. And once it's established, the new growths will produce new leaves and healthy leaves. So there is nothing to worry about it right now. Now let's look at some sick orchids where the yellowing can't be considered as normal, where some action or intervention has to be taken. So let's start with this Phalaenopsis here. This is a species Phalaenopsis, and you can see the leaves here are have patchy yellow discoloration. If the yellowing is in a patchy manner, or if it starts from the base of the leaf instead of the tip of the leaf, then invariably there is some deeper problem. Let's check the underside of the leaves. You can see those scars. This is because of severe spider mite infestation which this Phalaenopsis had earlier. The Phalaenopsis is still under treatment and is recovering, and so is the case in these vandas. A quick test to confirm whether it's spider mite or not. This is actually, I'm suspecting, false spider mites, which will be very tiny red dot like things on the leaves, and they won't produce any web sort of thing like the true spider mites they do, but these are very notorious. These are more harmful than the white mites. So let me take a wet cotton ball here and I will wipe the leaf clean. I hope you can see the reddish small dots on this cotton ball. These, my friends, are red spider mites or false spider mites, and these are not moving, so I'm not sure whether they are living or dead, but this needs to be treated. I will cut the leaf as it is almost completely affected, and I will isolate the orchid, spray it with soapy water and diatomaceous earth, and this treatment will be done on a regular basis for a few months from now. The ones where the leaves are not completely involved, I will treat the orchid but not cut the leaf. Isolation is a must. If you see your orchid has like some suspicious yellow discoloration, whether it's patchy, or if you can't understand what is happening, what is the actual cause, then it's always advisable to isolate the orchid so that it does not spread to the adjoining ones. Next, let's look at this Oncidium twinkle orchid. As you can see, some leaves look pale yellow and the tips are turning brownish. That is not normal. It could be so for a number of reasons, like excess fertilizer, which is quite unlikely in my case, or maybe because of over or under watering, or because of some bacterial or fungal disease. The roots also, they don't look that great either, but there are new growths here, and the new growths, they look fine, and there are new roots here too, so nothing aggressive for this one. I will just chop these affected portion of the leaves. No need to cut the whole leaf. I will cut it like this by leaving a small margin of some healthy tissue. Keep this orchid under observation and will definitely try not to overwater her. Now let me show you another twinkle. As you can see, the yellow leaves on this pseudobulb here, those leaves are uniformly yellow, and the plant overall is in good health. It's in great shape. So I think this is just a part of normal aging process. Some older pseudobulbs lose their leaves. That is normal. I will leave the leaves on the orchid and let Mother Nature take care of it. Okay, let me show you another case, a case of heat damage or sunburn. This is my Cattleya Clandii orchid. It was not blooming for 3 to 4 years, so I thought of giving it more intense sunlight or brighter light. So I moved it to a sunny spot and I hung it from this metal railing. What happened is that we get very intense summer, so the railing it got heated up, and the leaves, they came in touch with it and they developed such burns. But now the weather has changed. It's not as sunny, and it rains often on alternate days, so I'm not moving it back. The newest pseudobulb here, it has a sheath. It may bloom soon. But if you notice that your orchid is developing yellow leaves or such spots after any alteration in the intensity of light, then it is definitely advisable to move it to a shadier place so that this thing won't progress. So friends, I think that's all for today. I mean, I have these cases of yellow leaves with me right now. There could be many other reasons, many diseases, pests, etc., but I have tried to show the commonest ones. So if you like my video, then please like, share, and please subscribe to my channel to show your support. And thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.